again, and I wanted to show you guys that process so you guys. Whoa, we just got a god roll. Even though we don't have damage to target at cover, that is not a bad roll. What's going on, YouTube? My mic is now clear. We have fixed the audio issue for those who have given the feedback. So now it is crisp and clear, and you guys can hear me clearly. I'm showing you guys the booty of my character because I love this trophy. But you guys want to know how to re-roll exotics. I have been getting this. So how did this idea come up into play? Well, I was on Twitter and I decided to post me getting my Lady Death all the way to critical hit damage, right? I mean, not critical hit damage, damage to target out of cover for my third attribute. So I re-rolled that. And somebody said in the comments, how do you re-roll exotics? I'm thinking in my head, well, the game has been out for a couple of weeks now. I mean, the season's been out for a couple of weeks now. This feature has been out for a couple of weeks. People already made videos on it, but yet this person is still asking me, how did I do it? So I was like, well, let's go ahead and break it down for everybody. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I got as much components as I needed to get this re-rolled. I re-rolled this Lady Death that I have here. I re-rolled this Lady Death that I have here for about, I think about 9 to 10 rolls. So you guys can see me just sitting there, just doing this and re-rolling it and going, ah, come on, man. Ah, come on, man. So I'm frustrated every time I'm not getting it. Like I'm getting speed or headshot damage, stuff like that. You guys feel my pain for those who've actually done it. But we are still here trying to help those who haven't done it. First, to get this started, I'm going to use my Scorpio because I want to get this to damage the target I cover too. But I'm going to show you guys from the White House what you need to do. You can either do 2 crafting tables, all right? You can go over here to this crafting table right here. Where that light is right here, this crafting table right here, you can do it here. Or if you go all the way back over here where you originally spawned, you can go in here. If you want to do it more privately, this is a way to do it. I like doing stuff privately, so I always come to this table right here. All right, so I'm going to show you 2 things. Number 1, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it, and then I'm going to also break down how to get the exotic components you need to get this re-rolled. I'm also going to show you a fast way, and I'm going to go through this process right here. We're going to go through one example, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it with the Scorpio, okay? So for the exotics particularly, we want to go ahead and go all the way down to exotic, right? If you do not have the blueprint for your weapon exotic, what you need to go ahead and do is talk to this NPC over here. You talk to her and she will have that blueprint for you. Now, I'm not sure for every single exotic. I think some exotics you have to actually get a blueprint through doing some sort of activity. But for the majority that are just like once you grab it and once you use it, you can get the blueprint from her. So go ahead and pick it up if you don't have it, right? So we're going to go back into the table and we're going to go back to the exotic part. And then here we are going to select our Scorpio. All right, so we got the Scorpio. Now they have fixed, now originally when the update came out, they had a problem with the 150 out of 150. For example, if your inventory was full, you was every time you try to re-roll your exotic, you would lose that exotic and it would be lost forever. Now they said they fixed it, but I personally don't want to lose any exotics anyway, so I always make sure that my inventory is not full. So here we go. We are going with the Scorpio, and boom, it says the item you selected is marked as favorite. Are you sure you want to do that? If you want to mark it as favorite, it doesn't matter. Cool, right? So as you guys can see right here, these are the materials you need to do this re-roll. Now, with this re-roll, you guys can see I only have 1 component. So that means I can only re-roll this once. I'm going to show you exactly why I can only re-roll this once due to the exotic components. And also I need the Scorpio exotic too. You can't re-roll these exotics without the actual exotic. You can re-roll it as many times as you want with one of the weapon type. Like for example, I have this Scorpio, so I only have 1 of them. So I can re-roll the weapon as many times as I want. The weapon won't get deleted. All right. But if I have 2, and I want to re-roll one, then I would just use that one, right? So we're gonna go ahead and use this right here, and we're gonna hit craft. As you see, I'm about to craft it by holding square, right? As I'm crafting it, it will give me a random third attribute. All right. As you guys can see, we got magazine size. Yes, it does reset your core attributes. Say, for example, if you max them out like I did previously, as you can see, it changes your core attributes as well. So it re-rolls um the amount of percentage of that first two core attributes, but it definitely changes your third attribute completely, right? So now here's the issue that you most of you guys will run into if you need to do more than one roll. And I'm going to show you the fastest way to get exotic components for this part, right? So what we're going to need to do is go to the dark zone. Now, my best bet, right? Because what I like to do when I'm going to the dark zones, uh, if I'm trying to farm specifically, as you guys can see here, look at my time on the top right corner. We have 3:27 a.m. This is usually the time most people are not playing the game. Usually people are asleep, but I'm doing this on a weekend, so most people are likely going to be on. But who cares? We need the exotic components. So I'm going to run a build, one of my favorite builds for farming purposes, right? I'm going to show you the route I love to take to give me the easiest and fastest way to get as much exotic components in one run as possible so I can do um, all the reruns or re-rolls in a short amount of time. This usually takes about 2 to 3 minutes. So work with me here on this, and let's just go through it together. That way you know exactly what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, right? So here we go right now. Make sure you check the DZ. This one looks like there's a lot of players in it, but that's fine. We want to check the chest anyway. If you guys want to know the route of this exotic component farm, I have a link of this video right here. Actually, I'm going to show you the link of this video right here so you guys can click the link to know exactly how to do this route. Also, it will be on the end screen at the end of this video, right? So, or you can watch me do it right now. But I'm not going to show you the whole journey because it takes a little minute. It doesn't take too long, probably like 2 3 minutes at most. But I'm just going to show you like the first two chests because if you want to see, like I said, the route, I have a video just for that for you. All right. So as you can see, we are dry on the first chest. That is fine. That usually happens, and we're gonna keep filming this until we get our first component. All right, and I'm gonna show you how much I get at the end of this run. All right, as you can see, we're going to go through this gunfight. Sometimes that happens where you got to go through NPCs because NPCs are everywhere. All right. So luckily we have a good server here where we can hit as much. There it is. We got our first component. As you can't see it due to the fact that my webcam is here. So I'm going to go ahead and hide it so you guys can see me actually get these components, right? So I got one, but we'll see if I can get another one in this run so you guys can see it. We still got one more box, so hopefully this last box will show you guys the component. All right, we are approaching the final box. Let us see and pray that it has the component. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, we really went with only one. Okay, doesn't matter. Here's the two fastest ways to do it. For those who are not in the checkpoint, all right? Fastest way to do it is right now. Just go ahead. Once you're done grabbing it, just go ahead and log out. Now, if you're over here, probably faster to run to the checkpoint and then log out. But realistically, nah. Right by the box, just go ahead and log out, and then you will be changed into another server. Watch this if you don't believe me. As we're waiting for the next server, We're going to go ahead and log back in right now, and we're going to go ahead and see the server change. As you can see, we were thrown back into the dark zone. As you can see, we just changed server because we had to go through 2 loading screens. So that is the fastest way to change servers for those who don't know. And now look, we're in a completely different server. Now, there's somebody who is at the Southern Extraction right now. So we're probably gonna run into him trying to get this box, but that's fine. We're just trying to get this box done because I just want to show you guys the exotic component. So as you guys can see, that's the fastest way to change the server, and more than likely, you usually would get into a clean server. Um, like I said, this is the weekend, so a lot of people are playing, so a lot of the servers have been hit. As you guys can see, this server has been hit. Um, so what we're going to have to do, if the server has been hit, what you usually need to do is just go ahead and log out quick. Just where you are, because if you just check nearby before you log out, just to make sure nobody's near you, and just wait the timer out, and then you'll switch servers. As you can see, we switched servers again because in the last server we did not have a DZ drop box available, right? So now we switch servers again, and here we are again, trying to find a closed chest. There's people rogue in here that just went to SHD, so which means that these boxes are probably being hit by them, but maybe not, because this box, they're probably on the back end. All right, so let's go ahead and hit this. We're gonna go rogue because we ran out of keys, unfortunately. And there it is right there. As you guys can see, we just got it in the bottom left. There it is. We just got the component. That's what it looks like for those who haven't seen it. If you missed it, go ahead and scroll back and then hit pause. But I'm going to hit these 2 chests right here because I'm pretty sure if that one hasn't been hit, the other 2 hasn't been hit. So we'll see if we get another one at the end of this. Wow. There it is again. We got another one. You see at the bottom left corner? There it is. Now you guys officially seen what it looks like to get exotic components, how to change servers as fast as possible. What is the fastest way to get the exotic components so you can do the exotic reroll? Oh, and here's a tip for those who made it all the way this far. Do not open these. If you open those, from what I heard, is that the RNG for exotic components gets even worse. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Don't quote me on that because I can't tell because RNG, you can't tell. You can't judge RNG. It's random, right? So who knows if it's true or not, but that's what I heard. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the rest of these and then we're going to get back into the crafting table. All right, now we're back at the crafting station and let's see how many we got out of the 2 runs. All right. So out of the 2 runs, we got our RNG was trash. I'm just being honest. So it is what it is. Sometimes you probably would have got a lot more than I would. Hopefully you got more than I did. But if you didn't, it is what it is. I got 3. So we're gonna go ahead and re-roll this 3 more times, and hopefully I get damage to target out of cover. But I just wanted to show you guys the complete process of re-rolling exotics, exactly what you need to do. When you run out of exotics, how to get to the exotics, when to get the exotics, where to get the exotic components extremely fast, and how to actually re-roll your exotics. So as you guys can see, I am very upset that I'm not getting damage to target out of cover because we are wasting exotic components. And guess what we're going to have to do again if we don't get damage to targets out of cover? We're going to have to redo that whole process again. And I wanted to show you guys that process so you guys... Whoa! We just got a god roll. Even though we don't have damage to target out of cover, that is not a bad roll. we can heavily hold on to that until we get more exotic run components. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, and check out the actual video about the route. Remember, I will show you guys at the end of this video, so check the route so you guys can know exactly what to do when you get to 0 components. Like me, I'm back on it. I'm going to do the run again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.